books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Achilles and his gifts, Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fist. And clearly I don't see myself upon that list. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. I want something just like this. The legends and the myths, the testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman arose, the superhero he lives. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. 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 Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. Oh, honey, if I get restless, baby, you're not that kind. Don't go stumble through your days, got your head hung low, your skies had a shade of gray, like a zombie enemies. You're asleep inside, but you can't shake away, 'cause you tasted every walking, thinking that's your only option. But you can flip the switch and brighten up your darkest day. The sun is up and the colors blinding. Take the world and redefine it. Leave behind now and then, I'll never be the same. Come alive, come alive. Go right or late, let it burn so bright. Reach it up to the sky, and it's open wide. Your electrified. The world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be. 'Cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And you know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in. 'Cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. I see it in your eyes. You believe that lie, that you need to hide your face. Afraid to step outside, so you lock the door. But don't you stay that way. No more living in no shadows. You and me, we don't have echoes. 'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never, never be the same. You feel like it's shining, like the light that keeps on shining. You can prove there's more to you. You cannot be afraid. Come alive, go and light your light. Let it burn so bright. Reach it up to the sky, and it's open wide. You're electrified. The world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be. 'Cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in. 'Cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive. Come on, come on, come in, come on. Anyone who's burning with a dream. Come on, you hear the call. 21 are searching for a way to break free. The world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be. 'Cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in. 'Cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. Oh, 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 oh. You know you like me, I know you care. Just shout whenever, and I'll be there. You are my love, you are my heart, and we will never, ever, ever be apart. Are we an item? Don't be playing. We're just friends. What are you saying? Said there's another look right in my eyes. My first love broke my heart for the first time, and I was like, baby, 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 oh, like, baby, 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 oh, like, baby, 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 oh, thought you'd always be mine, mine, baby, 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 oh, like, baby, 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 oh, like, baby, 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 oh, thought you'd always be mine, mine. For you, I would've done whatever, and I just can't believe we ain't together. And I wanna play it cool, but I'm losing you. I'll buy you anything, I'll Thought you'd always be mine, baby, 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 oh, baby, 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 oh, baby, 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 oh. Thought you'd always be mine. When I was 13, I had my first love. There was nobody that compared to my baby, and nobody came between us or could ever come above. She had me going crazy. Oh, I was starstruck. She woke me up daily. Don't need no Starbucks. She made my heart pound and skip a beat when I see her in the street and at school on the playground. But I really want to see her on the weekend. She knows she got me dazing, cause she was so amazing. And now my heart is breaking, but I just keep on saying, baby, baby, oh, baby, 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 oh, baby, 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 oh. Thought you'd always be mine, baby, 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 oh, baby, 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 oh, baby, 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 oh. Thought you'd always be mine, I'm gone. Oh, this is a big stick. That's cool. Right to the line. Of that one. That's it. We couldn't turn around till we were upside down. I'll be the bad guy now, but no, I ain't so proud. I couldn't be there, even when I tried. You don't believe it. We do this every time. Seasons change and our love went cold. Feed the flag 'cause we can't let go. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, I dare you to go. I'm waiting on you again, so I don't take the blame. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, go. I got a feeling that it's time to let go. I say so. I knew that this was doomed from the get-go. You thought that it was special, but it was just a sex door. And I still hear the echoes. I got a feeling that it's time to let it go. Let it go. Seasons change and our love went cold. Feed the flag 'cause we can't let go. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, I dare you to go. I'm waiting on you again, so I don't take the blame. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away. Maybe you don't understand what I'm going through. It's only me. What you got to lose? Make up your mind. Tell me what are you gonna do? It's only me. Let it go. Seasons change and our love let go. Feed the flag 'cause we can't let go. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, I dare you to do something. I'm waiting on you, yeah, so I don't take it back. Run
Good morning, everyone. The Florida Association of School Administrators Discover 21 Conference is about to begin. We invite you to take your seats and get ready for an exciting day.
Very superstitious. Nothing more to say. Very superstitious. The devil's on his way. 13 months old baby. that we can control the night, or what kind of road we're on, or where we will see the light. But right now I'm talking to you, I'm looking into your eyes. Right now I'm trying to show you that we're gonna be alright. Oh, I don't know what's around the bend.
Good morning and welcome to Tuesday of the Discover 21 Conference. And now, please welcome to the stage FASA Conference Committee Co-Chair Stella Artizer.
Thank you so much. What a warm welcome. What a beautiful room. So, my name is Stella Arduzer, and I'm the FASA Conference Committee Co-Chair, and I will be introducing very important people today. But before we do that, let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may now be seated. I would like to take this time to thank our conference committee for planning an amazing agenda. It really has been a pleasure working with you, and I'm going to miss all of our meetings and planning, but I'm sure we'll keep in touch. So for the committee members, please stand and be recognized. The other co-chair, Brent Brummett, Vanessa Hilton, Chris McFarland, Ken McAteer, Seth Dobb, Chad Frazier, Katie Dickerson, Adam Lane, Dr. Michael Roberts, Cynthia Emerson, Christina Mrozek, Jill Rudd, Shannon Treese, Ronnie Gray, James Harriton, Jennifer Halter, Joe Burgess, Sherry Watts, Dan Ferguson, and Jeff Reeves. Give it up for our conference committee. Good morning to you, but also good morning to our people out in virtual land. Please remember to utilize the chat to share your thoughts and questions. So please help me in welcoming our awesome FASA president, who's going to present some FASA awards, President Seth Dobb.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. So I have to go over my 10 words again because we have some newbies in the room that might not have been here yesterday afternoon. So if you weren't here in the afternoon yesterday, there's a rule, and the rule is whenever you hear one of these 10 words, you take a drink of what you're drinking. Most I see coffee right now, or it could be a Bloody Mary in a coffee cup, especially after last night. So every time you hear one of these 10 words throughout the entire conference, you'll take a sip of your drink. And like I said yesterday, if you're driving, please drive responsibly, or drink responsibly if you're driving. First word is masks, pandemic, Zoom, postpone, pivot, unprecedented, hand sanitizer, Lysol, social distancing, and hybrid. So those are your 10 words. Everyone got them down? All right. At this time, we are going to give out a few awards. The FASA department and our awards committee decided to really narrow down our awards from this point on as part of our bylaws. So our first award today is the FASA Legislator of the Year Award. It is going to Senator Gail Harrell. I want to thank Senator Harrell for everything she has done for the Early Learning Coalition within the state of Florida. She does a lot for early learning, and we want to thank her so much for being a great friend to FASA and a great friend to education. So please help me and welcome Senator Harrell to the stage for her award. Our second award this morning is the FAFSA Champion of Education. This award is going to someone that is outside the world of education, but really supports education. I've actually gotten to know him well over this past year, and I'm sure in my new role, my new school, I will continue to get to know him well. So this award goes to Nate Davis with Apple. I'll throw a word, hybrid. Everyone take a drink while we wait for Nate. Pivot, do another thing. And congratulations to our two winners. We will be back a little bit later with some more awards. Thank you all. Have a great morning.
All right, thank you, FAFSA President Seth Dobb, and congratulations to all the winners. So now it's your turn to kind of speak back and talk back to me, respectively, of course. So one of the things that we'd like for you to share, and there are microphones right there on both sides, Zoom. You're supposed to take a sip. We're gonna need an anchor chart or something to help them out, or magic word poster. So share one reason you are a member of FAFSA. What does FAFSA mean to you? Okaloosa Joe, can you start us off? Yeah, thank you. See, I'm gonna call you out. Next is Donna College from Pasco County. Yep. It was really nice. I loved crashing y'all's party. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a little low. It's a little. Joe Genazo, principal, Destin Elementary up in Okaloosa County on the beautiful Emerald Coast. I joined FAFSA to just get involved at the state level, but really what it's meant to me is a lot of friendships and networking that have developed, and very grateful for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right back at you. Miss College, thank you so much. Followed by Mr. Ferguson from Alachua County. Yes.
That's a good power play you had. Very good. Thanks. I actually was going to say exactly what he said. The opportunity to network with such an amazing group of people is why I'm part of this organization. So thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you again to Pasco County. You guys are amazing. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're going to give it up for Pasco County just one more time. Again? Okay. Again. But we do love you. You all are rolling deep. Thank you, Mr. Ferguson. We're going to have one more. Are we going to have a brave soul in my class to go, or do I have to call you out again? Do we have to call? Oh, I see my friend Nanette Dell, who's going to go to the other. All right, from Alachua County. Thank you. Thank you for volunteering. It's wonderful.
Well, I'm going to piggyback on what was already said. I think I've been coming to FAFSA since 2005 was my first year, and I've only missed 2 years. Last year being obviously because of COVID, and I can't remember the other reason why I missed 1 year before that. But I come to network, and I meet a lot of great people. Yesterday I hung out with a bunch of administrators from Clay County. Give it up for Clay County.
All right, Clay.
Wonderful people, and I'm over here with some people from Miami-Dade County now. So I'm just meeting new people, and you learn a lot as an administrator from others. So always have an open mindset, and thank you, FAFSA.
Thank you, Mr. Ferguson, for volunteering to share. Ms. Dell,
Yes, I have been to FAST a couple of times, and it is a great opportunity to meet new people and learn a lot of new things. And I loved hearing the principals yesterday because I think we all, when we're in our own schools, are working and realizing we don't realize that everybody's going through the same things. And it's interesting to hear how people handle it. And I really enjoyed that. So thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you. Can you guys give it up for Alachua County? There's a lot of Pasco love, but can you give it up for my county, please? Thank you. Thank you. All right. And I know some of you are going to avoid me now or cover your badge, but I have the registration list, so don't worry. So we want to remind you guys about the egg prizes and the buttons. So for those of you who haven't been at the registration table, I don't know if you have that, Michelle. Yes, everyone look back at our beautiful Michelle White, our executive director. Yes, give it up. Give it up. It's not easy. It's not easy, but you do it. Okay, so guess the number of buttons in the jar. And then, of course, if you talk to the vendors to earn codes for the leadership board, you have that. And then you pick an egg to win a prize. So don't forget that. All right. Although you've come to see me, thank you, there's someone else you have come to hear speak. So Andrew Marotta is an energetic and enthusiastic school leader who has put his positive imprint on his beloved school, Port Jervis High School in Port Jervis, New York. With the release of his first book, The Principal, Surviving and Thriving, 125 points of wisdom, practical tips, and relatable stories for all school principals, Andrew is looking to expand his impact to others. Now, while he needs no introduction, you know at FAFSA we do the most. So Pete, hit it.
Some stickers here. A couple stickers. Couple stickers, everybody. Couple stickers. Morning, everybody. Morning. Stickers. You can clap, everybody. Good job. Good morning, Florida. Good morning. Jason, how's the sound? How we doing? Good. Good morning, everybody. So excited to be here in Orlando. I want to give a shout out to our tech team. They were down here about 7 a.m. getting ready. I am Andrew Marotta and super pumped to be here at FAFSA. This is what we're going to do this morning, talking about surviving and thriving. We got the school leaders in here running the school, and we know it is a hard job. So we're going to discover some things here at the Discover Conference, but really excited to be with you. Stella, thank you for that great introduction. She got some energy. She got some pizzazz, but super pumped to be here. So Andrew's mom called this morning and woke him up. Said, Andrew, you got to go to school. And Andrew said, Mom, I'm not going to school. I don't have my work done. Andrew's mom said, Andrew, you got to go to school. Andrew said, I don't have my work done, and no one sits with me at lunch. Andrew, get up and go to school. Mom, I don't have my work done. No one sits with me at lunch, and none of the teachers and none of the kids like me. She said, Andrew, you're 45 years old. You have a presentation in Florida. Now get up and go. That's true, right? None of them like us, you know. But that's okay. So really excited to be here, getting here to Orlando yesterday, and the warm welcome last night. So much good stuff. I do have a small place in Miramar Beach. I heard someone say the Emerald Coast this morning. I love it there. That's right. The sand squeaks, doesn't it? Where's that happen on the East Coast? Yeah. So really excited to be here. So like I said, I got in yesterday, and I learned a few things about being here 24 hours. You have major league rain here. I thought the pandemic was going to end us, and then, okay, here's the flood, you know. But it was some heavy rain, and God, I paid a lot of money. Everywhere I turned, it was a toll. I thought New York had a lot of tolls. I mean, toll here, toll there, and the rental company, right? Like, oh, don't even worry about it. Just drive through it. We'll bill you twice. Don't worry about it. Yeah. E-Pass, Easy Pass, Sun Pass. Jesus, expensive. And what was going on last night? I was trying to find this room, and I bumped into 8 happy hours. I think one was still going on over there. The president mentioned the Bloody Marys. I said I have to work. 6 times last night I told people, you know. And I know the pandemic, we're opening back up. It was interesting. On the plane, every baby in the country was on that plane. And they didn't feed them. Those kids were screaming like I never heard before. It's like, wow, oh my goodness. And how about this place, right? You know it's a fancy place when the bathrobes are in there, right? You have that in your closet at school, don't you, right? You open up, after school, you put the bathrobe on. But it was great. There's Stella last night. It was just really awesome. And I got to meet Amy and Michelle and their team. So how about a round of applause for the bosses here? So nice. We did a little book study last fall. Michelle said, come on down here. And Amy, where's Amy? She's running around. This is her first time putting a conference together like this. She's not even here. She's running around somewhere. But proud of her for setting this up. So good stuff. And there's a store, right? What principal organization has a store? I've never seen it, but I'm getting some swag, and I tried to get some there, and she charged me double. So I don't know. Maybe you could get me the discount code. So, and at least we're not at the Pacific Dental thing. You could be there. I might stink as a speaker, but I'm not going to touch your teeth, you know. Pacific, we're on the East Coast. Well, they're not even in the right spot. All right, who is here? I met some of you. Who are the central administrators? Any bosses here? Any of the soups? Don't be shy. We love you. She did like this. She was like, raise your hand. Let me see the soups. All right, good. How about the principals? Where are the principals at? Yeah. Uh-huh. Nobody's running the school today. And we know these people are the real ones that run the school. Where are the APs? Giving suggestions, telling the principal what to do. I don't think you should do that, Mr. Marotta. That's a bad idea. But you're the boss. Go ahead. Any directors here? I know there's some athletic directors, or you direct something. Any directors? Yeah. I saw the AD coming in. He had the sports patch on. He was on the phone. He was changing games because of the rain. Jeez, my goodness. Any teachers? Any teacher leaders here? Yeah, we got a couple? All right. All right. I know there's a couple clerical here. Where any clerical? You guys bringing the clerical with you? No, they run in school. We know that, they run in school. You're texting right now. When that parent calls, tell them I'm out. Tell them I can't be here. Yeah, I know there's one clerical back there. We're going to give her a shout out. Any Board of Education members? No? They have Board of Educations down here in Florida? Yeah, is that how it works? Yeah? They tell you what to do. I know. Any doctors here? Doctors? Yeah, be proud of that. You worked hard for that. How about any of the reps? Anybody who's in the hallway? Anybody? Are they sitting out there on their phone? Anybody come in? Any of the reps? Yeah, they're back there. We like you. We like you. And who's thrilled? Let me see your hands. Who's thrilled to be here? Stella, yeah. Awesome. I'm thrilled to be here too. Let's get rolling. How about the presenters? Who's presenting? Let me see you. My buddy Adam Lane is back there in Haines City. He was handing out $5 bills to people to come to his session. He said, come to mine. He'll pay him to come. All right. So if the people from FASA, can they stand real quick? And we're not going to clap. I'm going to train you right now. I'm not going to clap. I want to give you some cool stuff to take back to your schools. When the people from FASA stand, we're not going to do it. Yeah. We're going to do the 2 claps. So when I go like this, 2 claps, you're going to clap twice. All right. So where's the people from FASA? Can they stand? Anybody FASA here? Yeah, just Michelle. It's just you. Couple over there. Give me 2 claps. Nice, Florida. You're paying attention. Oh, what happened? Lenovo. I don't know. They offer me a warranty? Thank you. Thank you, Pete. They got a warranty on my computer. The board of directors, all those cool people, you're an executive on FASA. Give me 2 claps. That was weaker. Give me 2 claps. Nice. Where are the winners? Where are the winners? Please stand up to our award-winning principals and assistant principals. Are they here? Or did you not do it yet? They don't know they won? It's just you? You're the only winner? What's your name? Jen Halter. We met in the back. Yeah, Jen. 2 claps for Jen. There's a ton of principals here. You're the only one? Where's the AP? Did they win? APs don't get you know what. Jen, congratulations. I want you on the podcast, okay? Come join me. Any retirees this year? Who's retiring? Stand up. Let me see you. Let me see you. Yeah. Woo! Everybody's saying, I can't wait. I can't wait. Let me get there. I'm surviving and thriving. So that's me. That's Team Marotta there. I pulled my kids out of school. They're selling the book full time. I better sell out by the time I get home. There's my beautiful wife. You know, she says a lot of Marotta is real. And yeah, it is true. So, and that was a fundraiser. But we know that it feels like that sometimes, right? When you're a president, it feels like that you're getting tied up, people throwing stuff at you. You need goggles, you got to, you know, but it happens, right? We get dirty sometimes. This is my school. I'm in Port Jervis, New York. If you look at a map, it's right where New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania touch. It's right on the border, an hour and a half northwest of New York City. Great spot. I love it. And, you know, just like everyone, we're trying to get our graduation rate up. We're working on that, doing all these things I'm going to talk about today. We clean the school up from smoking, and what they bring back? Those damn vapes. They're everywhere. Those kids are like ninjas. They do it in class. It's unbelievable. People are vaping right there. You can't even see them. Okaloosa County or whatever county they were from. I don't know. I used to referee hoops. I loved it. It was awesome. I didn't get in the SEC. I know down here, SEC country, you got some different. I never got in, but it was amazing. And I learned a lot about leadership doing that, right? It was a great thing. But think about it. You're in the spotlight. You have to make quick decisions. People boo at your decisions, even when you're right. You got to learn to talk to people who are angry quickly. And sometimes it goes bad, right? And you got to give the technical foul or kick the person out of your office, right? Hopefully today we'll avoid that. But it was a great run. But I also realized I wasn't helping anybody. The best compliment a referee can get is, I never even knew they were there. And imagine if they said that about your leadership at your school. And I said, I got to do something else. And that's where the story of the book came, and I'll tell you that. But here's what I want to do this morning with you. I want to have some fun. We're going to have some participation here, but be able to laugh and share with each other because we're all surviving and thriving. I've been doing this a long time. I'm still just trying to survive, right? But if we could do these things to tip it to get to more thriving, we'll do it. So I love Twitter. I use it as often as I can. So here's the conference stuff on Twitter. You could use anything you want. You could post anything you want. I would love to hear from you on Twitter, and I'd love to connect with you. I'm having Jen on the podcast. I'd love to be able to connect with you guys using Twitter. And the great Todd Whitaker. This is what Todd says. And I'm not here to yell at anybody, but if you're not on it, you got to start thinking, oh, I'm not on it yet. You got to use Twitter. You got to use social media to celebrate your school, to help others. So I strongly encourage you to do it. If you don't know how to do it, you ask somebody who does. Okay? But it's a great tool for us. Here's what we're going to talk about. This is an underrated skill. I need my hot lemon and honey. This is an underrated skill, storytelling, right? But think about those great family parties. Think about the best conferences, the best meetings you went to, when people tell a powerful story. So we're going to talk to you today about that, about how to do it, when to tell it, okay? And I didn't have 800 pieces of paper, but here are all the stories. I'm going to tell a bunch of stories. You can scan that, and they're all there, right? There's a recording. We're watching at home. There's a recording. You could go back and watch the stories. You want to contact me, say, Andrew, what was that story again you told? How do you tell? Because I want to use it at my faculty meeting. Find it. Reach out to me. I'll share it. But all the stories are there. If any of these QR codes don't work, blame Amy. That's not my fault. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't yell at her. All right. So the power of storytelling. So here's the journey. My friend Danielle Living Good, she's up here in the front. She was at the book session. And this was amazing how this happened. Oh, wrong way. It was amazing. So this is not a gimmick. This is not a true story. I'm not trying to sell you a 900 number. This is my friend, Dr. Rob Gilbert. Dr. Rob is a sports psychologist, Montclair State University. Montclair State is in New Jersey, right? I was in Alabama 2 weeks ago. They didn't even know where New Jersey was. They never heard of it. There's a lot of New Yorkers here. I met half of you. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. You know. But so I connect with Dr. Rob. And this is his number. If you think this is a gimmick, I know somebody called it last night. If you think this is a gimmick, when you're done here, you call. Dr. Rob has been leaving a message about being successful every day since 1992. 3-minute message. And you could leave him a 1-minute message. It's crazy. Who does that? He's up to message 11,081. It's not a gimmick. Write the number down. I see him writing. He's got his book. Good. Write the number down. Dr. Rob, I left him a message. I go visit his class. We connect. I go down there. And he was like, Andrew, this was great. I talked about leadership. I talked about refereeing. He's like, this is phenomenal. And I was like, yeah, I had a great time. He's like, you got to write a book. I'm like, write a book? Doc, I got 3 little kids. I'm a principal. I'm a referee. Like, I can't even go to the bathroom. Like, write a book, right? I don't know how to do that. I got to see in English. And he said, you don't have to write the book. He said, just write down what you do as a principal. All the things you do as a principal. Just write them down. Well, if you can't tell, I have a strong accent, and I also have ADD. So I didn't text on the way home. I talked to text, and I was like, on the way home. An hour, I had 60 things. The next day at school, I always have my notepad, right? You always have your notepad, right? 40 more. So in less than 24 hours, I had 100 tips. And I was like, wow, maybe I will do that. And I wrote them, and people liked them. Other principals said, wow, that's a good idea. And I was like, wow. So I said enough with the reference, and we moved on. So the takeaway is your impact, your interactions matter. You can do that for your kids, for your staff, for your parents. Take the time to encourage them when you see that little spark. Dr. Rob said, Andrew, you can do it. I never thought about it. And then here I am talking to FASA 5 years later, 6 years later. It was unbelievable. Changed my life. So this is not a gimmick. Call my buddy, Dr. Rob. He's incredible. He's become a lifelong friend. Father's Day, sent food to my house, to the best dad I know. I was like, wow, this is incredible. So your stories matter. And now I'm like a crazy person. I can't stop. If you watched Hamilton, who raise your hand, you watched Hamilton? Yeah, pandemic. I watched it like 6 times. I couldn't, it was unbelievable. But this is how I feel now. I want to share so much. There's so much to give. We have so much to give. And these books, they're coming out. I got book 4, 5, 6, they're coming. And I love it. All right, well, let's get to the stories now. So as principals, you get dirty sometimes, right? Who was out there and they saw the parfait table go down, right? Right before the thing, where's the girl that had the glass on her shoe? She was like, where's the young lady? Where the parfait on the feet? But it happens. We get dirty sometimes. So here's a story talking about surviving and thriving. So there was a bird up in Brooklyn, wanted to come south for the winter, come down to Orlando. Left a little late, Thanksgiving, they wanted to stay for the holiday and then come down. And the bird's flying, they're over Jersey, everything's legal in Jersey, and too cold. Bird falls to the ground in a farm in New Jersey, laying there freezing. Cow comes along, poops on him. And the bird says, damn, this is how it's going to end. Freezing with cow poop on me. This is how it's going to end. But all of a sudden, the cow poop warmed a little bit. The bird starts tweeting. The bird says, yeah, I can move. All right. Cat comes along, puts a paw out, grabs the bird, eats the bird. Moral of the story, principals and assistant principals, we know you get a lot of you know what on you. Not everyone who poops on you is your enemy. Not everyone who gets you out of the poop is your friend. And when you're deep in the shit, it's best to keep your mouth closed. It happens. We get dirty. It's not perfect, right? You know who the poopers are, right? You're wiping it off. You need the wipes. It happens. How about when the kid is in front of you? You know they're lying. You know they did it. You know it. You're an expert. You're a superhero. Even the adult right? Sometimes the adult. You could yell at them, you could write them up, you could suspend them, you could tell the parent, your kid's a liar. See how that goes over. Or you could tell the story about fire, water, and trust. You see, fire, water, and trust. We're walking through the woods here in Orlando. There's not really woods, but there's like swamps and stuff, right? Talk of where you are. So they're walking through the swamp, and they say, hey, we should make a plan if we get lost. And they say, yeah, that's a great idea. We should do that, right? So fire says, hey, you can find me, the smoke, the flames, the heat, you'll find me right away. Water says, yeah, me too. The streams, the lakes, the green grass, you'll find me. And trust says, if you lose me, you'll have a really hard time finding me once again. Fire, water, and trust. Use the stories. The average principal says, you're lying, son. You're being suspended here in Florida. Or you tell the story, right? Maybe they're making bad decisions. Sometimes young people make bad decisions, don't they? So, again, you say, oh, your child's a bad person. Your child's doing bad things. You don't do that because you're trying to build relationships with the parents, right? You're trying to build partnerships. Come to my session this afternoon, the partnership commercial right there. Thank you. But tell the story of the two wolves. So the grandfather is sitting on the dock in Orlando with his grandson, and they're talking about everything that grandfathers and grandsons talk about. And the grandfather says to him, you know, you have two wolves inside you. And the grandson says, really? Yeah, you do. And he says, they're always fighting. And the grandson says, really? They're fighting inside me? Yes, all the time. Well, what are they fighting about? Well, one is a good wolf, honest, caring, giving. And the other wolf is evil, nasty, angry, jealous. And they're fighting. And the grandson looks at him and says, well, who wins? The one you feed. The one you feed, that kid that's making poor decisions. We can see the car accident that's going to happen because you've seen them peeling out in the parking lot. You saw them riding a bike crazy in the middle of the road. You see that the bad decision is going to get them hit. You tell them about these decision makings by telling a story. How about self-esteem? How about confidence? Right? How do you share with somebody who doesn't feel good about themselves? We got to build people up, right? We're superheroes. That teacher that you know has it inside them, but they just aren't confident enough. They don't think they're good enough. Do you say, you know, I think you're a good teacher, but you don't think you're good enough? You can't do that. But how do you communicate? Tell the story of the cracked pot. See, the farmer lived way outside the town here in Orlando. There was enough rain, there was enough water from the rain, we know that. But they had to go up the hill to get water, and they had the two pots. Well, one of the pots was cracked, and it would leak water. And the perfect pot would say, you're terrible. Look at you. Look at all the water you're leaking. That's no good. You're hurting the family. You're no good. And the cracked pot started to feel bad about themselves. Yeah, they're right. He's right, that perfect pot. He's right. I'm no good. Goes to the farmer and says, I'm done. I'm quitting. You need to get rid of me. You need to replace me. I'm no good. No, cracked pot. You're perfect. You see, I saw that you leaked water, and I planted seeds all along the road, vegetables, flowers, and look what you've provided for our family. That steady flow of water provides for our family. I need you. We designed this walk based around your skills, right? The story of the cracked pot. Think about what the farmer did. They didn't say, yeah, that cracked pot's no good. Let me get a perfect one. You adapt to the people you have. Do you build that teacher up, or do you write them up and kick them out? Because those are who you got. You can either replace them or you can make them better. These stories help people instead of just sitting there and kind of telling at them, speaking to them, right? I'm only going to tell one of these stories. Summertime, right? It's time to read, right? Everyone's reading all these education books. There's books out here. You're reading The School Leader. My girl over here, she was highlighting this morning. She said, oh, Mr. Mariah, got it. When's the quiz, right? But Shoe Dog by Phil Knight is a great book. It's the story of Nike. It's a great book. I'm a New Balance guy. I don't have my New Balance on today. But I love this story. You want to read a great story? Shoe Dog. It's about the story of Nike. Selling shoes out of his trunk and made a multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah, you're a Nike guy? Yeah. All right, I see you rocking those Jordans in school. I know. So Phil Knight's growing Nike, right? He's growing, and he's in Japan doing business. He's real frustrated with the company. We get frustrated sometimes with our staff, right? And he's speaking to this Japanese businessman, and he's saying, they're not doing what I need them to do. We're not growing the company enough. And the Japanese businessman is just listening. And he says, Phil, I hear you. I hear you. Phil, I want you to look at those bamboo trees over there. You see them? Next year, they'll be a foot taller. People and programs need time. People and programs need time. And that's from an impatient New Yorker with ADD telling you that. It's not a disability, it's a superpower. Keeps me going. So the stories are everywhere, okay? The stories are everywhere. Now, I put a few cards in the audience. One of them is an award winner. One of them says Apple. And one of them says like story time or something. And I think they're over here. Who is my story time winner? Is it over here or over here? Where's the people I spoke to about the card? The one with the storyteller, I need you up here. Come on. There she is. We have the mic up here. We have another mic. Jay, we got another mic? Yeah. Yeah. Come on up. We're going to get them to clap for you. It's okay. They're not going to boo you, I promise. You're not scared. This is Lisa Kelly, everyone. Lisa Kelly. You're not yet. You're next. No penalty for being second. That's okay. I'm coming for you, my friend. All right. Stella, thanks. Stella, did people go, Stella? Did they do that? Yeah.
Not enough.
Not enough. You're tired. That joke's old. Yeah, I'll retire that one. Sorry. All right. Lisa Kelly. Lisa, where are you from?
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee. Isn't there a college in Tallahassee?
Yes.
There is.
The
I heard of
best
that.
one in the state of Florida.
FASA's in Tallahassee too, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You said a bad word.
We're going to talk about the football here. So we're talking about stories, Lisa, and I'm going to put you on the spot. There's only a couple hundred people here. They're filming you. I mean, what could go wrong, you know?
I'm a former basketball coach, so I'm good.
I was going to ask you if you're a hoops gal. Yeah. Did you play hoops too?
I did, and I refed. So
You did. All right. A lot in common. Yeah. What did you play and where did you play?
I played at Bradenton Southeast in Manatee County.
Okay.
And yeah.
The troublemakers over there in Manatee.
Yeah. And then I coached at Florida State University Schools in Tallahassee.
Come on. Wow.
We won 2 state championships.
Ah. Florida State was just in the softball too, right?
Yes.
It didn't go their way, but it was
The
competitive.
female sports are carrying Florida State right now.
That's right. That's right. Now, I didn't see you at the 8 happy hours I went to last night. I had to work today. So we're talking about storytelling. So, Lisa, how can my people here become better storytellers? How do we develop this skill? What would you say? And these guesses, Lisa. If you don't know, that's okay. We're gonna click the slides eventually.
Okay.
I'll only make you feel uncomfortable just for a little bit.
It's okay. Paying attention to your surroundings.
Paying attention, right? Because what are you looking for?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
The stories.
Maybe, yeah, and
You're looking for the stories.
Also, paying attention to your audience, maybe. Are you talking to adults or are you talking to children?
Knowing the audience, right? I'm not going to tell any California jokes today.
Yeah.
You got your 2 for 2. Looking for them. Know your audience. What else?
The time of day.
Okay. Time, right?
If you're a happy hour, they're probably better stories.
The stories. The keynote is always better when it's at like 5:30. I told Michelle, I said, forgive me, it's early, the happy hour. All right. Think about your experiences, right? What do you have to do to remember them?
Yes, I do carry my notebook around. Yeah.
Got to write them down. Where's my man? My man was taking notes there. I see people on the laptop. Hopefully they're not doing their emails. You got to write them down. You got to write them down.
Yeah.
Give us one more, Lisa. You could phone a friend. You can phone a friend. You got your table over here. Phone you. You guys are leaving her hanging. Yell something out to her.
They threw this at me before I came up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
Here.
like,
That's for you.
she's there.
That's for you. Help her out, friends. Give her somebody
out,
from the audience.
friends.
Give me. Practice. Who said that? You got to practice some.
Oh, yeah.
The neighbor knocked on my
That's a
door
good
last night
one.
in the room. He said, "What are you talking to?" I said, "I'm talking to myself. I'm practicing my stories." They said, "Shut up." You got to practice some, right?
Yeah.
Just like basketball. You got
That's right.
All right. One more from the crowd. Ooh.
That's one of our guys.
Yeah.
Believe in the story.
Some of those were my stories today, but some were not. You got to believe in them. Absolutely. That was good. All right. 2 claps from my friend Lisa. 2 claps. It's the double thing, right? Like you said, yeah. 2 claps. All right. Now, we have a couple things here. All right, Lisa, I got a couple gifts, but I want to do a little experiment with you. That's yours. Sorry, it's COVID. I washed it. What is this, right? You haven't touched this in so long. So if I have $1 and you have $1 and we each give each other $1, how many dollars do we each have?
$1.
$1. She's good. 2 claps. $1, 2, right? All right, you're doing good. If I give you a story and you give me a story, how many stories do we each have?
2.
You see the power, right? You see how you can add them to your itinerary? We share stories. So here's a couple gifts. Little magnet here. She got one. And a copy of The Principle. The other book there, that's for you. Lisa did a great job. Round of applause. Here's my friend here. We're going to take a picture. I love it. I love it. Good luck. Let's keep in touch. You can keep the $1, sir. Yeah.
I'll go buy I don't know, with $1.
She could buy a page of the book. Discount. Give her a page. Kelly, good job, Lisa. Good job. Nothing like audience participation, right? So I gave you that phone number. Thank you. She was a good sport. Good job to that team pushing the card towards her seat. Good job. So this is not a gimmick. I am not pulling your leg. Dr. Rob is incredible. Someone said this. She said that. You got to look for them. The stories are everywhere. I got a story sitting in the rain yesterday, and I used it today, and it got a smile, didn't it, Heidi? Just a little one. They were like, yeah, it rains here all the time, Andrew. We know. This is a great tool. Most of us have a commute that's longer than 18 minutes. If you don't, good for you. That's awesome. That's a secret to life. But listen to TED Talks. Great stories. Great speakers. Hopefully you're going to get them all in this conference. Hopefully you say, man, Andrew was great. I wrote down the stories. I'm going to use them. But go to conferences. Go to things. Don't be on your phone answering emails. Get the stories. Okay? Get the stories. Podcasts. I love Malcolm Gladwell. That's Malcolm Gladwell's podcast, Revisionist History. Malcolm Gladwell is a great storyteller. We're talking about race in everywhere now, right? Read Talking to Strangers. It's a great story of these incidents that have happened about how to get along with people regardless of their race. Talking to Strangers, okay? We said this, right? We said that, Lise. Write them down. Go visit places. She said that too. And you got to have some enthusiasm. If I stood here and I talked to you about the power of storytelling, how important of a skill it is, and then you should tell stories to motivate your staff, you'd be throwing stuff at me, wouldn't you? You got to have some enthusiasm, and you got to just do it. She said practice. You got to tell the stories, all right? And we gave her the 2 claps already. She did a nice job. Cool. All right. So here it is. And she said this. This was the first thing she said. The audience. You got to tell the right story at the right time to the right people. Opening day of school, your staff. What do they want to hear? Do they want to hear about all the data, about the gaps, all that stuff? I don't think I've said any of the word the president said yet. But you know, right? Or they're looking for some motivation. They're looking for some inspiration. Right story at the right time to the right people. Now, I adapted this story. She's a Florida State fan over there, right? So maybe you open with this story, right? So a Florida State fan, a Gator fan, and a Cane fan. Is that what they say? The Cane? They say Canes? They go like that? Yeah? Yeah, they go like that. Yeah. There's all kinds of symbols here in Florida. I can say Canes even though I'm from New York. Are you guys clapping? Is there something wrong with you? What are you doing? What's happening? Florida strange. So a Florida State fan, a Gator fan, and a Hurricane fan are on top of the mountain, and they are going to pledge their allegiance to their team. They love their team. And the Cane fan steps to the edge of the mountain. He says, "Let's go Canes." And he jumps off. And the Florida State fan says, "Come on, let's go Seminoles." And he moves to the edge, and the Gator fan pushes him off. It happens. We get dirty sometimes. You tell the right story at the right time to the right people. Okay, part number 2. I don't want any renters here. I don't want any people just say, "Oh, yeah, my time. I was so busy at work, I didn't get it done." I want to talk to you about ownership. No timeshares. Owners. Own your time. I just met Heidi over there. She's in her 3rd year as principal. And Melissa, stand up. I'm putting you on the spot. 1st year principal. Stand up, Melissa. Where's your school? Charlotte County. Charlotte's in North Carolina, but they got a Charlotte County here in Florida. Yeah. All right. Melissa's in her 1st year. Melissa, I'm going to empower you to own your time. Don't let people just steal it, right? Treat your time like a commodity. But that's how I felt, Melissa. I felt like I was standing on the highway and the cars were just whizzing by. "Andrew, there's orientation." "What happened?" "Andrew, there's a fight." "Where?" And I couldn't keep up. I couldn't do it. Melissa, you could sit. Thank you. All right. I couldn't keep up. So I learned. I got tools. I learned how to do this. We're not going to show this video now, but take a video of this. With your clerical, with your APs, with your team. Watch this video this summer. It's 13 minutes. Empower your staff to let you own the time. When that parent shows up and they say, "Where's Mr. Marotta? I'm angry." Does your secretary go, "Oh, he's right here. Come on through." Right? Watch this and talk to your first responders. Are they doing the things to protect your time? If any of these things don't work and you don't get them, we will get you these videos. It's on PBS, but it's called First Responders. Okay? Sit with your team. What are your norms? If someone comes in and they're angry, does the secretary just say, "Yeah, Mr. Marotta's just sitting in the back scrolling on Yahoo"? Like, sure. Right? What do they say? You got to train your secretaries. You got to work with your team about how you want those things to go. So this is a great exercise. Do it this summer with your team. It talks to you about doing the important thing, making the important thing the important thing. And we talked about telling the right story at the right time to the right people. Well, we know those secretaries are the best. Mine is the best. Yours might be second. Mine's the best. She's incredible, right? And you want to value and honor them. Where's my girl Sharon? Sharon, stand up. Yeah. I thought I went to a lot of happy hours last night. Sharon was at every party, her and her husband, all night long, Sharon. Sharon's at Haines City High School. She trained 7 principals. And she's training lanes. She's still working with them. But they have a big presentation, her and her husband here. We appreciate you, Sharon. All right. 8 happy hours last night. Mm-hmm. So when you're working with your secretaries, when you have that secretary meeting, do you want to say, "Oh, we appreciate you. You're important. You're a part of the team." Do you want to say all that? Or you want to tell a great story? How about the story, right? So here in Orlando, what county is Orlando? Orange. Everyone says counties down here. They don't say the city name, it's county. So here in Orange County, isn't that in California? Florida's strange. So here in Orange County, the school district was looking to save some money. So they hired cannibals. They said, they're not unionized, they're less expensive. So they hired this group of cannibals in their school district. And they said they're hard workers, they're good people, and they only had one rule. You can't eat the staff or the students. Cannibals, can you agree to that? Yes, absolutely. And the cannibals were here in Orange County. And they were working in the schools, they were helping the kids, they were great. They loved them, it was good. And all of a sudden the principal was walking around and says, "Hey, where's Rosie? Anybody seen Rosie? I'm trying to call her, I can't get her. She always answers the radio. Where's Rosie?" "Oh, I don't know. Principal goes to the cannibals. "Guys, anybody seen Rosie?" No, I haven't seen her." The leader of the cannibals gets all the cannibals together. Says, what's going on? Which one of you fools ate Rosie? And this little guy in the back goes, I'm sorry. He said, you fool. We've been eating principals and school leaders for months and no one noticed. But no, you had to go eat somebody important. Say it with me. You tell the right story at the right time. Honor and value your secretaries. They will help you own your time. No renters. Okay? Own your time. So I want you to just take 1 minute. I know you got your notebooks. I want you to just take 30 seconds. Making the important thing the important thing. When you get back to school, what are the important things that you're going to do? 30 seconds. Write them down. 2 or 3. Where's Michelle? How are we doing on time? 9:30. I'll bring the stickers. I'm going to get some scratch and sniff stickers for you. All right, audience participation. You look lovely. Audience participation. What's the important thing? You're the principal of the year, Jen. What's the important thing? Give me one important thing that we need to do.
Continue to get to know my people.
Continue, right? You see how she said that? Because she's already doing it. 2 claps. Sorry, you weren't ready. Sorry, I know you're writing. Can't answer it. 2 claps. What else are the important things? I love the hat, bro. You already got a sticker.
Focus on the kids.
The kids. The kids. Get out of the hallway. I just bought a desk with wheels. Literally, I got skateboard wheels on it. I'm gonna move. This is what next year I'm doing. I'm going to move. What else? What else are the important things? Come on, you got all these principals here. No one knows what to do? Typical. Come on, I'm coming for you. Come on, give me the important things. You look confident.
Get into classrooms.
Classrooms, yes. Get into classrooms. And not just for their observation. Get in there. We're going to talk about feedback. Give me one more. Yes, sir. Are you intentionally taking care of yourself? All right? So watch that video. Thank you for that. Watch that video, guys. It's very helpful. If you didn't get it, we'll get it to you. You look sharp, bro. Yeah. All right. So think about your time as a commodity. If it was money, like I did with my friend here, you wouldn't just give it away. Okay? You wouldn't just give it away. You would manage it better. So think about your time as a commodity. Here's a couple tools that you can do. We know you got those time suckers in your thing. They come in there, right? What do they say? Can I just have 1 minute? In New York, everything's faster. It's just 1 second, right? 30 minutes later, you missed lunch, you missed your meeting, and you missed your observation. They're sucking the time out of you. Here's a tip that you can do, and I love Dr. Burchak's quote there, right? Someone's in my parking spot. My locker was over, whatever. They give you these things like, yeah, okay, relax, chill out, it's okay. And these are 2 tips that I like, right? People come up to you and say, hey, I want to change our school colors to, green and purple. What? Can I have some think time on that? That's an interesting idea. Can I think about that a little bit? They come at you with these ideas. I need a little think time on that. But you can't just dismiss it. What do you have to do? Write it down. Hey, Siri, remind me to get back to that cockamamie idea about the green and purple. You got to get back to them because then what do they think that you did? You just blew them off, right? He didn't even answer about my idea. And that was a good one. I had a sketch and everything. Right? You asked for some think time. My man over here said you got to take care of yourself. I want everybody to stand up right now. Everybody stand up. We're going to do a little stretch. I'm a busy New Yorker. I'm a principal. I wear comfortable shoes. We're on the move. We're going to meetings. We're doing stuff. Presentations. ADD. I'm on the move. I want you to do the 7, 7, and 7. My man's giving yeah. All right? It's the 7, 7, and 7. You're going to breathe in for 7 seconds. You're going to hold for 7 seconds. And we're not going to COVID on each other. We're going to breathe out for 7 seconds. Okay? I do this before I go into the meetings. I do this. What do you think I was doing in the back? Breathing. We don't take time to breathe for ourselves. Don't do this, because now you're stuck. Slow. Busy New Yorker with ADD. Here we go. Do you want to practice it once? You got it? Here we go. Ready? Slow. You're going to breathe in 7, hold 7, breathe out 7. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You feel better? You feel better? Right? My man was taking a picture over here. I was like this. How is a typical New Yorker? Yeah. Guys, do that before you go into the meetings. Breathe behind the door. You don't have to be Superman or Superwoman all the time. Take care of yourself. Do the breathing exercise. It helps. You may be seated. Thank you. Thank you. All right? But it's your time. Everyone's got 21 seconds, right? The 7, 7, and 7. Now, where are my first and second year principals? I know Melissa, where are my first and second year principals? Let me see. There's only a couple? All right. It's going to be hard for you. Year 2 is easier. It's going to be hard, right? They stop you in the hallway with the most crazy ideas. Oh, can I see you? It'll only take a second, a minute. Learn to navigate that. We all are equipped. We're superheroes. We're all equipped, right? What do we have here? The radio. They come up to you. Hey, Mr. Marotta, I was thinking about our school colors. I like green and purple. What's your name? Makiba. Makiba, that's a great idea. Makiba, I am going to an observation right now. Hey, Jean Marie. Yes, Mr. Marotta. Makiba's here in the hallway. I love her. She got pink on today. She always has these great ideas. Could you put her on the schedule? Because I'm going to an observation right now. Makiba, is that cool? Go see Jean Marie. Okay? Jean. All right. Thanks, Jean. What do we say as school principals? Hey, Mr. Ryan, I want to change the color. What is our response? Email me, right? We put up the big sign. Email me. That's a little rude. I want you to do more than expected. Honor their idea. Makiba, I need some think time on that. I'm really busy today. I got this presentation in Florida. It's raining. I got all this stuff. End of the week, I know I got some time. Could you go see Jean Marie? Could you do that? I don't have my radio. I forgot. I got ADD. Right? I'm not just dismissing them. They're going to stop you. Be prepared. Anytime you see a teacher in the hallway, in your head, you should be, they're going to ask me something. They're going to ask me something. Write it down. Use the secretary, your first responders, to help you. Okay? All right? Here's some bonus tips. I love you, Florida. Bonus. Don't take the angry call. You hear, Mr. Marotta, Miss Smith's on the line and she's angry. Don't take the call. Heidi, don't take the call. They take chinks out of your armor. They're yelling at you. You didn't even do it. It had nothing to do with you. Don't take the call. Train your secretary. Mrs. Smith, I know you're upset. I know Mr. Marotta's a pain in the butt. I agree with you. He can't take your call right now. He will get, not by the end of the day. Don't say he'll get back to you by the end of the day, because something else crazy going to happen. And then when you don't call, who's in trouble? You. Another chink out of the armor, because then they're on Facebook. Mr. Marotta said he was going to call, and he didn't call. He is That's nice in New York when they call you that. That's a compliment. They got this in Florida? You got *67? I didn't know about that. Now, when you see unlisted number, do you pick up the call? No. Are they going to pick up the call? No. You're on your way home. You're driving home. Hi, this is Miss Smith. Please leave me a message. Mrs. Smith, hey, it's Mr. Marotta. I'm sorry I didn't get to you. I'm sorry we couldn't connect today. I know how much you wanted to talk. Do me a favor. Call me tomorrow at school. I have a busy day, but my secretary, Jean Marie, will talk to you and you can make an appointment. You called back. She's not angry. You didn't get yelled at. No chinks out of the armor because you're doing what? You're taking care of yourself. Navigate these difficult situations. If you keep getting your ass kicked, you're not going to want to do this job anymore. And they will come to kick your ass. Here's another tip. Always a little bit extra. I already have the thank you note written to Melissa and Amy. And not some BS thank you note. Hey, thanks for having me at FAFSA. A genuine one. It was warm. It was welcoming. Your leaders were fantastic. Everything was set up perfectly. I had the biggest hotel room I've ever seen in my whole life. I got lost in that thing. I didn't have to go to the track this morning. I just walked around the room. It was so big. So big. Thank you. Right? You send a follow-up letter. Right? Mrs. Smith, I'm sorry that it went sour with your son. I apologize. He's a great kid. Next time we meet, can we start over? I know how important your child's education is to the school and to our community. You know, I hope to see you soon. How long did it take you to write that? 20 seconds? 30 seconds? You pay for the postage? Did you address the envelope? Did Mrs. Smith get that letter and say, maybe he's not such an asshole? Right? Follow up. These are the bonus tips. But in your mind and your heart, you're like, she is so nasty. You don't want to write them a card, but do it. It builds relationships. It builds partnership. Commercial for my next session. Partnerships. We're doing good. How's the time? We doing good? You all right? You need to stand up again? I need to turn the air down? We need to get the Bloody Marys? All right. All right, good. All right. Topic number 3. We're coming down the stretch, Stella. They don't want their evaluation. They don't want a lot of stuff that we feel that we need to do. We're in Florida. I know it's a lot of water stuff. People are drowning. It's real. Administrators, it was so hard this year. You clap for yourselves right now. Round of applause for yourself. The name of this presentation is Surviving and Thriving, and it's constantly going back and forth. But people need support. People need support. My wife is a Jedi, and she has trained me. You husbands, right? You go in the kitchen. You think you're helping. What is she saying to you in her mind? Get out of my way. If you touch that sink, I'm going to kick you in the you-know-what. Get away from me. I could see it coming off her skin. And get away from my kitchen. So now I walk in the kitchen. She trained me. How can I help you? What can I do for you? And I use that in school now. Mr. Marotta, I need a break. Can you cover my class? Hell yeah, I'll cover your class. Mr. Marotta, I need a water. Sure. How can I help you? Right? They need support. ADD from New York. My family parties, it was like your happy hour last night. Everyone's talking at the same time. I was a terrible listener, but I learned. I learned by using this process here. It's very scientific. You need training to do this. Very scientific, research-based, right? Tell me more about that. That's a magic line. I learned it from Dr. Gilbert. Tell me more. I met someone last night that did a ultra hike, 36 hours. What? But I said to her, tell me more about that. That's interesting. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about why you want to change the school colors to purple and green. New Yorker, ADD, it's hard. The ladder technique. Try it. Use it. Right? ADD, I'm focusing on them. I'm trying to pay attention. And you're busy and you got a bunch of stuff to do. Pause and give them the time they deserve because you are trying to honor and value your people, aren't you? You are building relationships. Okay? Support them. Support them. Show up. When the bell rings, get in the hallway. Be out there. All those things that you do, right? But I see people have Band-Aids all over their feet today because they got their fancy shoes on. But you know how much your feet hurt. Keep showing up. They need you. Get out there. The meeting can wait. The phone call can wait. The email can wait. Get the mobile desk. Go outside. I can't wait to use it. Rollerblade wheels. Fancy. I don't know if I have any air left for this. I used to referee, right? Coaches, when they're mad about something, they like to yell, right? When people are coming to see you, this is what they have. If you say, but, what's going to happen? Just listen. Listen. Tell me more about that. Why are you so upset? What happened? What happened in the classroom? The teacher, what? Tell me more. I'm writing it down. Yes, Mrs. Smith, I'm listening. When it's on the phone, right? Are you there? Yes, I'm listening. I'm writing down. Mrs. Smith, you said you don't like me, you don't like my shoes, and you don't like my accent. What else? Let them finish. Let it out. What do we want to do? We want to fix it, right? I'll speak to the teacher. I'll take care of it. I'll go in there and do it. Just let it, right? How can I help you? Now, Mrs. Smith, I hear you. Let me look into that for you, and I will get back to you, okay? That's a very complex situation you mentioned. There's a lot of moving parts. I don't know the answers, Ms. Smith. Can you give me some time? If you come right back with, no way Mrs. Johnson would call your kid a you-know-what. There's no way. Mrs. Johnson's the best teacher in the building. I know she didn't call him a blah, 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 blah. Just let her finish. It doesn't mean she's right. You don't have to be right. Let the air out of the balloon, okay? And I'm working on this. I'm still working on this. This is a survival technique because we are trying to survive, aren't we? Listen to them. Another great thing, this should be open. I've had a problem with this QR code. It should be open. People like giveaways. If you haven't tried the Wheel of Names, raise your hand if you've used the Wheel of Names. Raise your hand, nice and high. Not enough people. Google it, guys. Wheel of Names. Put your staff in there and give away some free. Right? There's the thing. Guys, went to the local pizzerias. New York, right? We got good pizza. I think Florida got good pizza, right? Sure, all right. Don't be getting them Domino's and Papa John's. But go to the local pizzeria. How much are 2 slices and a drink? How much? $5. They gave it to me for $2.50. Me and my APs chipped in. We got a bunch of raffle tickets. We did Wheel of Names. It was great. They loved it. Who doesn't like 2 slices and a drink? Just because it was a pandemic. Do giveaways. So who got the giveaway tag? Who has the thing that says you want a giveaway? Someone has that paper in front of them. Who you gave it to someone. Who is it? Have them come up here. Have them come up. Who is it? Come on. Come on. That was the worst clap I ever heard. They're mad they didn't win. They were like, ah, shit, I want a free book. Hi, what's your name? Again with the Melissas. Would you only hang out with people named Melissa? Holy cow, hi, what's your school?
Veterans Elementary.
Veterans Elementary. This is Melissa, 2 claps. Much better. What's your role there?
Principal.
Ooh, you're in charge. Cool.
And we are the superheroes.
We are the superheroes. Yeah, I agree. Well, this is for you, right? And then here's a fancy little magnet as well. Giveaways. People like giveaways. So you don't have to do anything, Melissa. You just want to give away.
Awesome. I thought I was going to have to do a dance.
You can dance.
No,
Come on.
it's okay.
All right. Melissa, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Just do giveaways. People like stuff. Get some stuff. Get some scratch and sniff stickers. Say that 3 times. I mentioned about time. Cover the class. You got stories to tell. You don't have to do their lesson plan. You don't know how to do it anyway. Cover the class. Algebra. The heck? I don't know anything about that. This is very powerful. We had the principal of the year here, Miss Jen. We almost won the New York State Teacher of the Year in my school. We have the best. She's incredible. We have awesome teachers. I love my staff. We nominated somebody. It was a lot of work. It was paperwork. It was submissions. People had to do stuff. It changed our school culture. Nominate people for awards. Don't sit there and say, I have so much to do. This is the work. People like that. All these people getting those awards. She got the Florida trophy here. Like, got the Florida trophy. Someone nominated you for that. It's probably for best dressed. God, she is looking good. Yeah. but nominate people, okay? If you don't know what to do opening school, use this. It's under 4 minutes. If you don't get it on your phone, it's called Under the Surface Empathy Film on YouTube. Under 4 minutes. This is what people got going on. It's the thought bubbles over your head. Who lost a loved one? Who lost their house? Who lost their investments? Who lost? Who has anxiety? Who has an eating disorder? Who's an alcoholic? Which kids didn't eat breakfast? Which kids have been wearing the same clothes all week? Awesome resource. We showed it to our whole school to be kind to one another, kids and teachers. People got a lot of stuff going on. And the principals got the thought bubbles over their head too. This is a great resource. No one wants to go to your faculty meeting. So stop making them go. Make it optional. Have smaller ones. Have department meetings. Do giveaway ones. Do celebration ones. And then just send the thing. Record a video. And my soup started doing this. I love it. How many times have you forwarded the memo? Please read. Right? 100 times. I've done it 100 times. He started doing this. Mr. Marotta, would you look at these points for me? Yes, I could do that. I got ADD. I only got to read 5 lines. That's great. Versus this big long thing, and you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So have your secretary, you highlight it, have her make a PDF and say, Mr. Marotta would like you to look at these points. It's just a small little thing of respect to your people. Instead of, please look. That's like email me, right? Just, please read the memo. Little things. This is the best. Sharon's here. Guys, I cannot tell you what this has mean. I don't know. Raise your hand if you send birthday cards to your staff. Good, okay. Raise your hand if you sent a COVID card or an injury card. Birthdays, babies, right? Do you pay the postage? Do you write the address? No. Send the stuff. Amazon, cost you $70. You could get like 300 cards. Do it. They appreciate it. How many times parents grab you by the elbow? Mr. Marotta, I got to say thank you for that card for my kid. How did you know that they da? Someone told me. Jean Marie, address a card to, what's your name? Randall? Address a card to Randall. He's got the best hair in the school. Randall, I love your hair. You got great hair. 15 seconds. Mr. Marotta, thank you so much for sending that card to Randall. He loves his hair. And we agree with you that he's got the best hair, right? My man mentioned feedback, getting into classrooms, right? How do you give feedback to them? Do you go see them? Do you send them a text? Are you making deposits in your staff's lives? Todd Whitaker told me this, and I love it. Try it. Try it when you go back to school. You guys go back to school like July 30th, right? Like, right? Try this. This is true. Todd said, Andrew, go into a teacher's classroom tomorrow and say, hey, Carolyn, what's your name? Wanza with a Z. Wanza, I'm so happy I came into your room today. I was having a bad day. I came back in because I wanted to see what education and teaching is all about. You are the best. Boom. Wanza, relationships, partnerships, she knows that's authentic, right? Go to your good people. Go in there. Feedback, so important, right? Because this is what it's about. This is what it's about. Your test scores, your grad scores, all that stuff, right? You got to do that stuff. You got to have the numbers, but this is the stuff. If you want the data session, go to one of those other ones because you're not getting it here. This is what we're trying to talk about today, okay? So, what are we? We are, all right, we got a couple more minutes. All right, where's my man? He came up here the first time. Where's my man? He got the great haircut. Come on up. We're going to have some science questions. What did you teach before you became a principal? Math. Okay, well, this is kind of related to math. Now, we were chatting earlier. He's from Brooklyn, right? Long Island. The same thing. No, Robert Stratton. It's not the same thing. Don't get angry.
No, it's not the same thing.
You know, I was hoping, Robert, that I would get one of these, but you got one. I love these tags. Whoever came up with this says, I'm awesome. So 2 claps. 2 claps. Robert got one of these. I saw him giving the lady a 20. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. So Robert, you're a math guy. How long you been an admin now?
7.5 years.
Okay, he's counting 7.5. It's like when you ask the birthdays. How old's your child? They're 8 3/4. 7.5. So you got hired like mid-year or something?
Yeah.
That must have been challenging.
Yes and no. I was fortunate enough. I went from the middle school to the feeder high school, so I already knew all the kids.
Okay. Are you a hoops guy too? You're a big dude.
I used to be, yeah.
Okay. You could connect. All right. Don't eat it, Robert. No helping yet. Robert, you're a math guy. How many seeds in the apple?
What kind of apple is it?
That is a Honeycrisp. I've upgraded I went from Gala to Honeycrisp. You got those down here in Florida? They're expensive. Mm-hmm.
Domestic or imported?
What? Just answer the question, Robert.
I'll go with 7.
7?
7.
7. Crowd, you want to show me on your hand? How many seeds? You giving me a 4 over there? He's giving me the finger. Any other guesses? He's going 8. Yeah. Okay. 5. Good. Finger. She's going 10. Uh-huh. I hope you give me a 10 on my presentation. Robert, it's 5 to 8. I did this one time, and someone came up afterwards. Mr. Marotta, I'm very upset with your presentation. It's not 5 seeds. It's 5 to 8. Get it right. Oh, okay. Sorry. But it's 5 to 8. Okay? So the question is, Robert, you're a superhero. How many apples are going to come from those seeds?
Are they being planted in Florida?
I'm going to guess no. I should have brought oranges here. Tell the right story at the right. Damn. He's good. That was good.
I would say 5 to 8, depending upon. But then there's obviously not all of them are going to make it. So if it's an 8, probably 6 out of the 8. If it's 5, maybe 3 or 4 out of 5.
Okay. He's complex. Robert, I want you to use your principal voice there, and I want you to read. You could read it from here if you want. Thank you for this, Amy. I can't be turning all day.
You can
go
count
ahead. Use your principal voice.
You can count the number of seed in an apple, but you cannot count the number of apples in the seeds.
A little slower with a little more. Seeds in the apple.
You're telling me to slow down.
A little bit, yeah. Presents, right? We're talking about relationships. You can count the number of seeds in the apple. You want to do the breathing again? Principal voice. You're an AP now, right?
Yeah.
When are you becoming principal? Soon?
Probably not, no.
Yeah. You keep reading like that, you won't. I'm just kidding. He's doing a good job. Deep breath, right? You're owning the room here, right?
You can count the number of seeds in the apple, but you cannot count the number of apples in the seeds.
And I have a misprint in there, so that's my fault. I got a misprint in there, seeds. Robert, this is it. This is everything we're talking about. You are planters. Robert, that apple is to sit on your desk. Don't eat it. But when you're dealing with kids, teachers, parents, you are planting seeds because you don't know where they're going to go. Those relationships. Dr. Gilbert planted a little seed, right? Andrew, you need to write the book. Look what happened. Look how it grew. You don't know where the seeds are going to go. And you're right, some of them aren't going to make it, Robert, but a lot of them are. And your job is to water them, follow up with them, check on them, and develop them because there's more apples coming. All right? Round of applause for my friend Robert. Magnet, book. Where's my guy? Where's my man? You ready? He's a big dude. All right, you did a good job. All right. All right, team, we are coming down the stretch. Just a few more minutes. We talked about supporting your staff. We talked about planting seeds, building partnerships. My man over there said, how about you? Some quick things for you, right? Exercising. I saw all you guys out this morning, those 6 a.m. people. You were out there. You got to go early in Florida. I saw you. Exercising, walking, moving, okay? I mentioned Twitter before. right? You pull into your school, you could be on Twitter for 5 minutes, 4 minutes, right? Raise your hand if you've been in a Twitter chat. They're incredible. It's an explosion of positivity. I saw this quote from my friend Evan Robb in Virginia. I saw that one morning on Twitter. I retweeted it. Do you think I appreciated my staff a little bit better that day? The answer is yes. I did because I saw it on Twitter. I care a lot. I forget some stuff, but I care a lot. Don't care too much that you're driving yourself crazy. Melissa, you're going to drive yourself crazy next year. You got to care. Don't be caring Friday night at 9 o'clock. Chill out. Put that stuff away. Okay? Take care of yourself. I love this one. Here's another magic tip. Dr. Gilbert, I love this one. It has changed my life. Keeps me rolling. All right? Here's some audience participation. I want you to say it with me. This helps. Magic sauce right here. Takeaways. Here they are. In your principal voice with some passion. Thank you. Thank you. He got a sticker over there. Say it like a New Yorker. Round of applause, everybody. Round of applause. You're going to get the poop on you. You're going to drop the parfaits. It's going to happen. You're going to get the chink out of the armor. It's going to happen. Keep rolling. Keep going. The 5 SW. So what? Forgive yourself. We feel that we as principals need to be invincible. We feel that they're going to think we're stupid. We're not. We made a mistake. I forgot it. I'm not perfect. Forgive yourself. Keep moving. Sorry if I spit on you. Take care of yourself. What are you doing to take care of yourself, to grow yourself, right? Do you listen to podcasts? I could tell the person I was talking to last night, they're well educated. I don't know if it was books, but she said she listened to a lot of podcasts. I would love for you to sign up for my podcast. And the offer is here for those that are going to jump in the pool. Write a blog. Write a blog for me. Write a blog. Mr. Marotta, I learned this at the FASA conference. And write an amazing blog about what you learned because people will learn from it. Do it, okay? You don't have to have your own to get started. This used to be me. If that's you, knock it off. Charge the phone somewhere else. Read with your family, read with your children, read by yourself, and go to bed. We all know that that's no good. But how many times have you said, I'm just going to send this one email. I'm just going to do this one more thing, right? Stop it. Knock it off. We know that's no good. There's some research in there, isn't it? Okay? I was talking to some people over here before. We got these up in New York. I don't know if you have them in your schools here. Stop letting them dump the dump truck on you. They come in. Oh, Mr. Marotta, there was a da-da-da-da happened in my classroom. It's always on Friday, right? 3:30, right? Mr. Marotta, da-da-da-da, bam. Oh, hold on. Ms. Smith, hold on. Do me a favor. Call the parent. Make sure you tell the parent what happened. And then over the weekend, do me a favor. Think about 3 solutions to the dump that you just put on him. And then we'll connect Monday morning. We'll call the parent together, okay? She was dumping and running, wasn't she, right? No. Don't let him dump it on you. Be a Jedi. Respond. I was talking to somebody exercising. I love to exercise, right? You can't go to the gym for 4 hours. You can't, right? We know that. You could do a little bit at a time. This was my January. I loved it. It was great. February, not so good. Yeah. I want to get, July 1st is coming. I want to get back doing it. 2,000 push-ups, 2,000 sit-ups, and 60 miles. It's just a little bit each day. So you do a little bit a lot of the time. But look at that. After 1 month, that's pretty good, right? Got to get back to it. I joked about the happy hours. This is not a joke, and I'm not here to lecture any adult. But there's a lot of pressure in the job, okay? My friend wrote a blog. Here it is. His name's Rick Jetter in Buffalo. I didn't know he was an alcoholic. I never knew that. I made jokes about alcohol to him. It's hard. It can get to you, right? If you're drinking on a Wednesday night, You know, that's tough. I manage that. I'm mindful of that. My dad used to say, it's in the genes. He used to tell me that, right? You want to watch something with your spouse or your significant other? Great documentary on Netflix, The Truth About Alcohol. Okay? I'm not lecturing any adult in this room. You're all adults. I'm just saying this job can get to you, right? Wednesday nights, not the solution. Okay? So a lot of stuff. I gave you a lot of stuff, a lot of Marotta. Stella, how we doing, all right? We doing good? Okay, good. A couple more minutes. I know they got the presentation out there. We got some stuff going on. But this is what I like about this. None of it requires any of that stuff, right? It's just doing these little things to build relationships, okay? So we're going to end here. I have one more story, right? Can I tell one more story? Yeah, she's giving me the I was real, thank you. Some people were like, hurry up, please. She said, So it's a true story. My man over here said, you got, what'd you say, own the story, real, something like, believe in them. Well, I believe in this one. It's one of the most powerful ones I got. It's a true story. It's about my friend Taji Williams. True story. Now, I know you want to be successful principals. I want you to be significant principals and school leaders, okay? So Taji was that kid, always walking in the hallway. We call them the locker clickers up in New York, right? They're walking down the hall, clink, 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 right? They're always doing it. I was yelling at them about dress code. I was yelling at them about this, get in class, do your work, always yelling at them. One day the mom would be thankful. Oh, Mr. Marotta, thank you for staying on my kid. I appreciate it. The next day she's like, why are you always yelling at my kid? Why are you always picking on my kid? Leave him alone. Back and forth with the mom, clicking the lockers, not doing his work. I took a picture of the kid sleeping in class, drooling on the desk. And yes, I did take a picture of his pants down and sent it to his mom. Don't do that. You're going to get in trouble. Mom, his pants are always hanging down. But look at him. He made it. Despite all this back and forth, he made it. I was so proud of him. Look at in the moment. Look at his face, right? It was great. First kid in his family to graduate. What a story. That's right. It was awesome. It was great. I was happy. We weren't yelling at each other. Mom wasn't yelling at me that day. And he graduated. And he wanted to move on. He wanted to do something bigger and better. He wanted to go out there, first one in his family, leave little Port Jervis and do something great. So he goes to Hawaii. Like, wow, here's Taj going to Hawaii. I was so happy for him, right? They had a little send-off party for him. It was great. Then we're in school one morning, and you know something happened in school when all the kids are gathered together, right? They're huddling in there. They're on the phone, right? You know something happened. You hope they're not looking at, the pictures, right? When the bad pictures come. But they're huddled, and they're crying. And they're like, oh, yeah. I said, what's going on? They said, Taj died. I said, what? What do you mean? He's in Hawaii. He died, Mr. Marotta. Got knocked into the water. What? On the bluff in Hawaii, all those big signs, right? Warnings. Kid from New York gets knocked in, can't swim, drowns. It's like, oh my God. It's like Monday morning, 8 o'clock. Like, what do you do, right? I go to the principal manual. Kid drowns, so I look in there, and I got what to do, right? What do you do? I had no idea what to do. This mom, she hated me. She liked, I didn't know what do I do? I go get coffee, right? I go to Dunkin' Donuts. We get the thing of coffee, the cups. I'm like, do I go to the house? Did she find out? I don't know. Do I call? I don't know. It's not in the manual. What do you do? There's the house. I didn't know what to do. Got the coffee, walking over there, and all these moms were lined up along the fence. There was the front door. The mom was by the front door. All these moms were lined up along the fence. And these were moms I had tussled with. You APs, you know, right? The kids that get in trouble, you tussle with the parents. It's hard. They were snarling at me. What are you doing here, Marotta? You going to suspend my kid? What are you doing here? I was like, oh, I don't think this was a good idea. Like, shit, why did I come here? Right? Yelling at her. The parents are yelling at her. I'm like, oh, God, please stop. I get to the mom. She's at the steps. She turns around and she screams. And that scream changed my life. Dr. Gilbert changed my life. In that moment, the power of a single experience changed my life with that family, with the minority community, with the black community in my community. She screamed at me. He loved you. Mr. Marotta, he loved you. And she threw her arms around me. And all of those moms that were yelling at me. That's right, Marotta. That's right. He loves you. Yeah. Way to help him. You stayed with him, Marotta. And she cried on me, and I cried, and I couldn't believe that it happened because I thought she hated me because it was hard. The kid got suspended, and Mr. Marotta, you're always picking on my kid. But I wasn't. I was just trying to help him. You got to be tough enough to get through it. But she said he loved you, right? And then like a month later, 3 weeks later, I was in touch with the photographer. Graduation, I said, hey, do you have, this kid passed away, it was very tragic. Do you have his graduation picture? They were like, yeah, we'll get it. Yeah, we'll bring it. I didn't ask him for, he brought an 11 by 14 framed thing to me, all the 8 by 10s, the 5 by 7s. I bring it to the house. Mr. Marotta, we didn't even have the picture. We couldn't afford it. And I gave her this gift, and it was a phone call. Just relationships with the phone guy. Do you have the phone guy, the photographer guy in your phone? That relationship. Here's the brother. They started this group called Dream Chasers. It's incredible in my community. All these young kids involved. There's a basketball tournament. And I'm just so fortunate and blessed to have gone through that experience when I thought it was a bad experience, right? And it turned out to be one of the best. So I encourage you not to try to be a successful, I know you're all successful school leaders, but work on making a significant impact on the lives of those we serve. All right? If you don't think this is a service position, you're in the wrong business. Okay? We're going to get you out of here now. I told you this 3 or 4 times. It's not a gimmick. Changed my life. Call him. Tell him you heard me speak about him today. He leaves a 3-minute message. You can leave a 1-minute message. Sometimes the mailbox is full. You don't have to leave a message. Get a notebook, write the stories down. He's incredible. It's not a gimmick. I'm not trying to sell you something. True, right? My man over here said it. That's my family. We got that place in Florida. That's Miramar Beach there. I love them, my kids, my wife. This job can eat you up, and you know that. Take care of your family. Put the time in with your family. Bring your family to the events if they're close, right? And I think I made this point today. I hope I made this point. But if I didn't, this is what it's all about. They don't want some cockamamie new program in school on September. Okay? Think about your relationships with these people. All right? Here's all the stories again. If you didn't get them, they're in order of how we told them today. You want to go back and watch any of this? You want to reach out to me? Andrew, what was that story again? Andrew, you got a story for opening day? Email me. I'll be happy to help you. Okay? These are the stories. They're in order. I'm doing what is this? This is my, the next talk here. It's about building partnerships. So it's some of the stuff we taught today, but it's more some stuff. It's building partnerships with your people. That's my session there. I think that's the time. This is a new company. They dressed me today. I'm working with them. This is their stuff. It's incredible, guys, if you're looking for clothes, this is the stuff that it pours off you. It's incredible. Really cool stuff. I'm doing a book signing here. I think it's going to be out there. Is Michelle here? I think it's going to be out there somewhere. If you want to join me, you do. You know, if the book's not for you, that's cool. No worry. You're not going to hurt my feelings. We're going to end here. Don't go. Don't go. One more thing. Last thing. Florida, you've been great. FASA been great. Am I going to light off an alarm here? Am I going to get in trouble? All right, no one said no. All right. You guys have been awesome. I got to meet some people today. We had some laughs. I saw a couple tears there at the end. That's a true story. But I need your help now, okay? I need your help. You were powerful. You clapped. You shouted. You participated. I need you to help me shout this out. I want to put this candle out. You're powerful leaders. You're superheroes. Help me shout it out. We're going to shout out. Out, out. Let me hear you. Out, out, out. Louder, louder, louder. Stop, stop, stop. That's not working. I need you to go deeper now. want you to close your eyes. We're going to think it out, everybody. We are going to deep think it out. Close your eyes. Out, out. 5, out. 4, out. 3, out. 2, out. Open. Come on, Florida. I need your help. I need your help, Florida. Guys, we can't talk about what we're going to do, and we can't think about what we're going to do. The things that you want to accomplish in your school with your community, you need to take action. If you don't change anything over the next couple of days, ain't nothing going to change, and that might be okay. But if you want things to happen, you have to take action. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, wow. I know that many of you are just as inspired and emotional by Principal Marotta's talk. And so let's go ahead and give him those 2 claps. I'm gonna do, wait, 2 claps. 2 claps. I know, we're gonna be here all day, but it's awesome. That felt good. Wait, 2 claps. I had to do that to stop myself from crying some more, but you have planted so many seeds in us, and I cannot thank you enough. We all have a story to tell, but the 2 things, especially after the year that I personally went through and FAFSA has been there for me, is hashtag keep rolling, and you have to be tough enough to get through it. So I really, really thank you for inspiring me and so many of us here in the state of Florida. So as Principal Marotta said, he has books here, so we can purchase a copy of his book at the FAFSA branding store, and he will be signing them in the back of the room. So you can go ahead and purchase it, and he'll be signing it right here in the back of the room. And now we're going to do it again for our FAFSA president, Seth Dobb. 2 claps. One more time. 2 claps. I'm the wrong person to give, you know. So
That was great. Thank you. So I want to go over a couple things real quick in regards to the breakout sessions that will start at 10:45. So if you can, take out this document. If you are a paper pencil kind of person, it's in your bag. We're going to go over, the app also has the rooms, but there's a few errors in the app. Remember, we want to make it as easy as possible for you. So there's just a few, I think they're changing it now in the process, but we want to make sure you get to the right room so you're not frustrated and you don't give us that bad review. And while you're taking out the paper, I do want to give a shout out to my colleagues from Orange County Public Schools who are with us virtually today. So thank you, Orange County Public Schools. Love you all.
Sorry, Mr. President.
Y'all got to clap. I mean, we're kind of in Orange County, not really, but I think this is a little Osceola, right? Little Osceola. All right, so we're going to start at the 10:45 sessions to 12 o'clock. So today's session, I'm going to go kind of pretty quick. The first one is what to expect when becoming an administrator. That's going to be in Celebration A and B. Celebration A and B. And I'm on the panel there, so you might want to come. Thank you, Stella. Because I wasn't invited to the panel yesterday, so I had to make some panel. I'm kidding. I'm not really kidding, but so that's a Celebration A and B. I said I wouldn't do it yesterday in front of Dr. Burns, but he's not in the room right now, so it's good. The next one is the implementation science, preparing Florida's best standards. That's an Osceola A. Osceola A. Next one is Florida Principal Leadership Standards revisions. That's in Kissimmee A and B. Kissimmee A and B. Recognizing culture, privilege, and so on. That is in Heritage C. The app does say Kissimmee. It is not Kissimmee. It's going to be in Heritage C. The next one, mental health, is in Heritage A and B. Heritage A and B. Next one, creating a positive culture, climate, and community, St. Cloud A and B. St. Cloud A and B. Next one, school transformed. That's Parton A and B. Parton A and B. Next one, integrating MTSS, Osceola B. as in boy. Apple Creativity Lab, that's going to be in the Grand Saloon, which is all the way down the hallway. So you can actually walk into it if you want to do that one. So those are the sessions for this morning. I'm going to go over the sessions for the afternoon in a second, but I'll have you know all the sessions are in either this hallway here or the hallway, your first hallway to your right. Okay, that's where Parton is and what have you. All right, for the afternoon, and on your app, if anything says a V next to it, that means it is just a visual, not visual, it's virtual via Zoom. All right, so for the afternoon, the 1:30, starting at 1:30 to 2:45, how having a servant leadership, that's in Celebration A and B, Celebration A and B. Florida School Leaders, Kissimmee. Leading for Literacy, Osceola A. The Partnership, Heritage A and B. The app does say C, but it is A and B. They're updating the app. Building Resiliency, St. Cloud. Growing up in Florida, you always hear the commercials, Kissimmee, St. Cloud with the mailbox. But it's in St. Cloud. Y'all don't know? Okay. Leadership Practices, that's going to be in Heritage C. The app does say Kissimmee, but it's not Kissimmee, Heritage C. Leadership and Change is going to be in Parton. The Apple Lab is still going to be in the Grand Saloon. Using the SEL lesson planning process, that'll be in Osceola A. It says Osceola B in there, but it says A. Start the 2021-22 school year, Poinciana B and C. And then finally, dual enrollment, Poinciana A. And then we'll go over tomorrow's rooms with you tomorrow. And we want to thank you for your flexibility. Remember, there's no stress today. If you go to a room and it's wrong, just sit and enjoy. I do want to add, and Stella took my cheat sheet paper of what to tell you to do when she got off stage, so I'm going to make it up. So today's session, it is hashtag FOUL. I didn't make it up, but hashtag capital FOUL. Once you put that into your app, then you can take the survey. We do really want to make sure we have those surveys. Please don't forget, today, lunch is on your own. There's a list of places. There's also the marketplace that's right here. That's going to be open for lunch, I believe. Correct, Michelle? Yes, awesome. And then the session B sessions will begin at 1:30. And then at 3 o'clock, we'll be here to hear Richard Milner, who was our book study, those who did the book study this year, the 4-month book study. Why y'all talking? I just thought having you like pull down your clips or something. It'll be the books. Those are talking are not going to go to the right places. Going to be the book study. And then don't forget, we have our region receptions tonight. So please join us for that as we continue to drink. I want to thank you all. The sessions do not begin till 10:45. Visit our sponsors. You guys are awesome. This has been a great day so far, and keep the energy going. Thank you guys. Have a great day.